This is one of the most significant cases that the justices have decided in recent years. Here, the Supreme Court ruling that President Trump's use of these emergency tariffs that he has implemented are illegal. It's the most significant economic case to reach the high court in years, sweeping implications for the economy and, of course, for presidential power. And at stake here are billions of dollars in revenue that have already been collected by the government. Pamela Wolf, the other significance here is that this is the first time that the 6-3 conservative court has ruled against President Trump.
Hey everyone, Carl here. The Supreme Court just delivered Donald Trump the biggest legal defeat of his presidency, and it's going to change everything about his time in office. This wasn't a minor procedural setback. It was a clear 6-3 rejection of Trump's attempt to seize unilateral control over U.S. trade policy. This ruling isn't temporary or easy to work around. It invalidates Trump's tariffs outright. And right now, it's driving him absolutely crazy.
Today, I will sign an order to impose a 10% global tariff under Section 122, over and above our normal tariffs already being charged. And we're also initiating several Section 301 and other investigations to protect our country from unfair trading practices of other countries and companies. A new record. We set a record every time. Well, thank you very much for being here. The Supreme Court's ruling on tariffs is deeply disappointing.
Here's what happened. 3 conservative justices Trump personally appointed, Gorsuch, Barrett, and Kavanaugh, joined the liberal justices to strike down his $130 billion tariffs. The Supreme Court ruled that Trump's use of the International Emergency Economic Powers Act to impose tariffs without Congress was illegal and unconstitutional. Chief Justice Roberts made it crystal clear the president cannot impose tariffs on his own. Congress controls trade, and no emergency declaration changes that. Trump's legal theory was flawed, and his tariffs are void from day one. Trump's reaction has been predictable. He's publicly attacking the justices he handpicked, calling them disloyal, and tweeting angrily. But lifetime-appointed judges don't answer to him. They rule based on the law, not political loyalty. Economically, the stakes are huge. Companies that paid these tariffs could get refunds, supply chains need adjustments, and Trump's signature trade agenda is in jeopardy. His base was promised jobs and victories through tariffs, but the courts just pulled the rug out. Politically, this shows the limits of Trump's influence over the judiciary. He believes loyalty should be rewarded, but his appointees applied constitutional principles instead, ruling against him when necessary. This is judicial independence in action. For Trump, this is more than policy, it's about control. Every court rejection chips away at his theory that winning elections gives him unlimited power. The emergency powers he's relied on are being narrowed, and his so-called loyal judges are proving independent. In short, the tariffs are gone, his unilateral trade war is over, and his fury at his own appointees proves just how devastating this loss is. For businesses, legal battles and refunds are ahead. For the rest of us, the lesson is clear. The Constitution, separation of powers, and independent courts still matter. Even a president who tried to expand his power can be stopped when the system works. Trump's nightmare is democracy's win. If you want, I can also turn these 2 clips into a single punchy YouTube-style script with a strong title and description, keeping it under 3 to 4 minutes of runtime. It would read smoothly for narration while keeping all the drama.